What's up, gamers and geeks? And in today's segment, we are going to talk about some of our Game of Thrones thoughts and theories.
And specifically, what if Ned Stark was spared? Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about, guys. It did open up when we go, it's out. But that's what we're going to talk about, some Game of Thrones. Now, my daughter Bean is going to run with this, but right now I am your host, Matt.
I'm Rick.
Hey, it's Bean.
And this is one of her favorite things of all time is Game of Thrones. And Rick came up with it. She's even wearing, what's it say?
It says, talk to the hand.
Mm-hmm. And and Rick came up with the question, what if Ned Stark was spared? But you guys go ahead and run with this one, because I know you're really going to run with the next one. But what are y'all's thoughts on, first of all, let me ask you guys a question. And I'll be more inquisitive asking you guys questions. What are your thoughts on the way Game of Thrones actually ended?
I hated it. I don't agree with it.
Well, and that's funny because we're going to have that as a future topic as far as what specifically, like if Jon Snow didn't kill Daenerys.
Oh yeah, my ex. Yeah.
You're rich.
I think
anyway, that's for another day. But
Anyway.
yeah, I didn't like the ending of it either.
No, it was the whole last season was just it was based off of the directors and the writers of the show. It wasn't George R.R. Martin's story at all.
Right.
So it was BS.
There was a lot of differences though. Like look at Daenerys' age in the books versus in the television series. I mean, they had to clean it up for the fact that there was too many. In this kind of society, they would not want to see like a 13 or 14-year-old girl going through all that. Of course you wouldn't. That's creepy.
And I have heard fodder stories about I can't remember the name of the dragon, but that took Daenerys.
Drogon.
That there is
Who is it?
yeah Drogon.
Okay.
Yeah, that there is
I got you.
resurrection possibilities. He could have taken her someplace
To a
be
Red Witch?
resurrected. Yeah. So,
I believe that full-heartedly,
And
actually.
but that is for
But would that have been the same type of resurrection that Drogo himself got? Khal Drogo?
No, I think it would have been the same resurrection that Jon Snow got from a Red Witch.
Gotcha. I see. Okay,
or the
'cause
other
we're looking
or
at
the
it
guy with
different.
the patch that kept getting resurrected.
Yeah, Beric Dondarrion.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah,
Nice.
she knows names like crazy. I mean, you can literally let her run away with this.
I can.
Okay.
So, you guys, okay, so let me ask you this. What are your thoughts overall on all the character arcs and like some of the people that played them? Did they play them as well as, let me put it this way. Some of the people that played the characters, can you picture anybody else playing any of these characters?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they all did a pretty good job. I mean, Rick on Stark kid was
He could have
wasn't
zigzagged.
very good, but Arya did a good job. They could have had like a more charismatic. I can't remember names.
I got to say who it is.
Yeah, who is it?
The dark-haired guy that ends up sleeping with Arya during the
Not Gendry. Gendry
yeah,
Baratheon.
Gendry. I don't think that was a very good character there.
I think he did a good job, as far as Baratheon. He reminded me of a Baratheon.
He was kind of a lud.
That's true.
He was kind of blah.
There are conspiracies that his mother was Cersei. Because when he's talking about his mother, he says, I just remember she had golden hair.
Damn. No, I mean, you guys, now this one I'm going to probably start picking up and watching again because I love this
I just
show.
rewatched
But
it.
that would have went totally against the prophecy where she was told that all her children would die in certain ways.
That's true, but do you remember she was telling Lady Catelyn, when Bran was in bed, she's like, I lost my firstborn. My first son, he was a black-haired beauty, just like Robb. And she said he died in the night, or like a cold took him or something. I don't believe that. First of all, she could have had that child killed, obviously, because it wasn't born of Jaime. But I also believe maybe she just put him in flea bottom, and that could be Gendry.
And if those wondering, yes, Jaime and Cersei, no, is it Cersei?
Yeah.
Yeah, are basically the medieval Luke and Leia. Go ahead.
Terrible.
except for they actually did it.
I know. I'm just kidding. Okay, favorite characters.
Tyrion Lannister
Yes, mine too.
and Arya.
Arya Stark.
Arya. She reminds me of me. No big deal.
Yeah. No, but-
Yeah.
Uncle Rick,
Jon Snow, probably.
yeah, the swordsman. Yep.
Yeah.
the greatest swordsman in Westeros.
But pardon the expression, you guys. This you can find this on Game of Thrones. So if I say it here, it's okay because it's allowed. But he's like, and you, imp, how do you wish to die? Honestly, belly full of ale and a hole's mouth around my
Yeah.
cock.
Yeah.
I respect him.
I do know
He
for
is great.
I do know for a fact that Matt has this fantasy of sitting with Ramsay eating sausages.
I know that. He always says he wishes he was Reek.
And he likes big sausages.
I'm Theon. I'm Theon.
Hey, that's some character development, though.
Well, and character loss in some areas, but
Yeah.
I mean,
What was your least favorite character?
See, I don't want to say any of the evil ones because
they
you
did
know
so well.
they were brilliant. Like Cersei, brilliant. The
So
blowing up of the Sept. I cried because it was genius.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
did not
respect
like
it.
the way they finished with Ramsay, the one-eyed raven.
He's probably my least favorite. The youngest
Um,
Stark, what's his name?
But
Yeah,
Rickon?
Brandon.
Rickon is the
crippled-
youngest. Bran.
Yeah, he was my least favorite. I found
I mean-
him dull.
He turns down being king and then becomes king, and it's like,
It makes no sense. I can't be lord of anything. And then, why do you think I came all
Right.
this way? What?
that plays into the whole ending thing. It's like, how stupid was that?
So, if Ned Stark was alive, I don't believe Bran would have gone on his mission to become the Three-Eyed Raven.
Right. Oh yeah,
If we're going there.
I can see that. But here's why I found him. He creeped me out. I mean, he was such a cute kid, and then he grows up looking like a petty. I mean, he just freaked me out the way he looked. He did not. Just,
Yeah.
I couldn't. No.
So you don't think Theon, they would have raided Winterfell, and then the boys would have ended up running away and all of that stuff? You don't think any of that happened?
No.
Because that wasn't really the Lannister doing. That was a totally different story arc.
Well, I mean...
Are you talking about when they pushed him?
Well, no, that was
No.
This was after.
When Bran leaves Winterfell to
Yeah.
pursue becoming the Three-Eyed Raven,
Mhm.
the only reason I think it would be different is because if Ned Stark was spared, he's going to the Night's Watch. He's not making it. He's not going to be the hand of the king or anything. There was treason in what he was
So
claiming.
in a lot of ways, the Night Watch was also punishment.
Absolutely.
Right.
So he would be in the Night's Watch with Jon Snow.
So if we backtrack, there was two different times. Ned Stark was before Cersei, and she made the offer. Remember, she said, "If you bend the knee, you can go back to the Greylands.
That's true.
It's the North." And
Oh, we supposed to
Yeah,
take
and go
Cersei
back.
at her word?
well, I mean, that's what she said. And then the second time was when they were going to send him to the wall. So, assuming he's not going to bend the knee the first time because that's not in his character, but the second time he basically bent the knee to save his family. You know,
Right. When he's there in front of everybody at the Sept of Baelor with
Yeah.
like on his knees pleading for mercy basically.
Right.
But Cersei was telling Joffrey to spare him.
Yeah.
And send him to the Night's Watch.
And it was
Joffrey's the
really-
reason he died.
So
Right.
Cersei probably was good for her word to spare him.
I think so.
Well, and she had a lot of pressure to spare him because if they spare him, they still got the two girls. So they still got
Joffrey is such a beast.
because there again, if they spare Ned Stark, Arya doesn't run off. There's no need for her to run
True.
off.
Very true. But then does she still play the same role at first with Joffrey?
No, she gets married off to Tommen.
Oof.
I see.
I don't know. Just because, I mean, if they did send Ned to the Night's Watch, I don't see Arya sticking around. Like, the Lannisters are gonna take over anyways. They're gonna make everything the way they were. You know, they're going to marry Sansa to Joffrey, and all that still was going to happen.
But how does it change for Robb if Ned survives?
He stays in Winterfell.
Right, but I mean, as far as because he was leading the army, and he was like, I think he was ganked at what, season 3?
They've already captured Jaime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they got Jaime there. He's now the Lord of Winterfell.
Right.
Arya is not going to run off because she didn't run off. She was taken by the
guy from the Night's Watch.
Yeah, the guy from the Night's Watch to save her because he knew what was going to happen to her if they caught her. And then Sansa's going to stay there. So Arya's not going to run off. She's going to be stuck there at King's Landing. And she's probably going to marry Tommen. Whether Sansa still marries Joffrey or not, who knows?
I think Arya is the one person that would probably end up marrying who the hell she wanted to.
Nobody.
No, she's going to be a prisoner. They're going to be holding because
I still think though that with her story arc, I think given who she would, I think that there would have been an escape somehow, some way. That doesn't stick. For some reason, Arya is not my favorite character, but I think with Arya, I don't see that sticking. I can see it happening, but I don't see it sticking. I mean, because then she ends up going to the men in masks or whatever.
Yeah, the faceless men.
I think ultimately, if anyone was destined to be on their course in that show, it's Arya over everybody. That's just an opinion.
But at that point in time, she wasn't the Arya we know. She was still a little girl. She was still on.
But wasn't she learning the art of swordplay with the dancing master in season 1?
Syrio Forel,
right,
first sword of Bravos.
But she was not at a point where she could have gone off on her own.
No, not yet.
The man with the Night's Watch, he was there. He was around in the crowd there at the Sept of Baelor. I still think she would have went with him.
Why?
Because Ned was leaving.
He's not going to fill. Is he going to put his neck out there? Is he going to put his neck out there to save the girl if her life's not in danger? Because her life at that point would not be in danger.
Yeah, but would it have been as a result of servitude? Because I don't see any of the Starks in servitude. I mean, I don't. No, I don't see it. I mean, I know you're saying they could probably just go back to what you say was the.
She's not going to be in servitude. She's still going to be. I don't know what you call it, but she's still going to be one of the Winterfell Starks. She's going to be like a handmaiden. She's going to be.
That would be what she is supposed to be, but again, in that character, I don't see her going that path. I think there's one character. No matter what happens, you always have one character that's going to go out with their own. I see her saying, "Nope, it's not a life for me."
And I think that might happen.
That's years. The only one, but
that might happen years down the road, but it's not going to happen right there because she's not capable. But we all disagree on that. But,
oh no, I just think that yeah. I mean, she was already she wasn't physically capable, but look how headstrong at that time she already was. I mean, she was already like able to like physically kick her older sister Sansa's ass. I mean,
absolutely.
So it's just like, no, I just think that she was destined to be on her own path no matter what. I mean, I don't know if she was destined to actually ultimately be the one to kill the
Night King?
Yeah. But,
no.
Yeah, I mean.
And so let's say Ned Stark is going to the wall. Arya goes with that guy who's going to be taking Ned. What do you think Ned's going to tell Arya? You need to go back.
I don't know, because he loves his daughter and he knows the kind of woman or the kind of not lady she is. She was never like Sansa. She didn't want to sew. She didn't want to do even learn how to write. She wanted to learn how to wield a sword.
Yeah, that one's 50-50.
So maybe she would have gone back to Winterfell at that point, but then again, when she was taken by that man in the Night's Watch, they were all stopped by Kingsguards because they were looking for Gendry to kill off the bastards of Robert Baratheon.
Right.
So she still would have ended up in Harrenhal, escaping Harrenhal, meeting the man, Jaqen H'ghar, the faceless man, and going to Bravos. I still think her storyline would have ended up the exact same.
But personally, and it does make sense. So Ned Stark did, even though he did bend a little for Arya, but where you're right, he bent for Arya a lot. But where you're right is he also realized what was best for her. So that last one you came up with is 50-50.
He might have arranged for her because he would be in the same place as her, so she's not going to be hiding from him unless she totally did. He's probably going to arrange for her to get sent back to Winterfell.
Or what if she went with Ned to the Wall?
That would be nuts.
You don't think that would be the first place they'd look if Ned's heading back to?
I do, but I what are they? The Night Watch?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they're called?
Night Watch.
Aren't they supposed to be the highest honorable? I mean, those guys probably would have hit her. I don't know. I mean, they were pretty strict, man. They were like the Jedi Order. I mean, so yeah, I don't know, man. That's insane. I mean, I will say this: that what I said about Arya with her own path is just strictly opinion. You guys know far more about this show than I do, by the way. So.
And we don't necessarily agree on that, but that's the fun part of it.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
don't
know.
have to.
So
I could be dead wrong, guys. I mean, and I don't, because I don't know as much as you guys.
so if Ned is spared, is Robb still in rebellion?
Well, he has no reason to take up arms against the Lannisters, right? Because they spared his life. They didn't kill
Yeah,
Winterfell's the North's liege lord.
was his army built upon Ned's death?
Well, the North united because of it.
Oh, the
Mhm.
North, yeah.
So the other lords that he relied on to support him, they might not support being in open rebellion if Ned was spared.
Right.
Especially since Ned would have had
Very
to
true.
confess.
Yeah.
So he would be a confessed traitor.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, that's not exactly inspiring.
Well, the North would name him a traitor? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Well, that's if his life was spared because he had confessed. He was forced to confess in order to spare his life. Would have been the only way he would have been able to. Although Joffrey, I mean, let's be realistic. I think Joffrey was going to kill him either way.
Absolutely. And Cersei couldn't have any influence on him at all.
No, he was a good man. He just,
but we're going by the assumption that by some miracle he had a 5 minutes of time of conscience.
That's exactly.
blood.
It's conscience, not even kindness. It's conscience, because it was stupid of him to kill the North's liege lord, the warden of the North.
Right.
He just banded the whole North against them. They turned completely independent after that.
Yeah.
I think.
No, that's interesting. And I mean, how would, if Ned Stark was spared, let me ask you guys this, because you guys are definitely deeper into this than I am. If Ned Stark was spared, how would that impact Daenerys' role in any way, if possible?
Well,
Yeah, you're welcome.
they're still gonna find out about the die and come and get them. And that's gonna impact, the final battle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, what was Daenerys' sole purpose of coming? Ultimately, I mean, it took basically the entire damn series. What was the sole purpose? I mean, ultimately, she bought. What were those guys? The Sullied.
The Unsullied.
The Unsullied. Yeah, she bought
she
them.
stole them.
She was wicked smart.
Yeah, but I mean, what would it have changed the course of her actions by any means if Ned Stark was spared? Because start from the beginning with Ned Stark being spared, and then go over all the houses. Would that change the course for Daenerys to come?
Not really.
No,
I don't think anything that the Starks did or the Lannisters did really impacted her up until Jon Snow met with her.
Well, Tyrion also came out and became her hand.
Yeah, and I mean that
I love
didn't
Tyrion.
impact him. I mean, not really.
Tyrion?
Yeah.
No, he lost his character in the last season.
Well, and I mean, look what happened to the one that he actually fell in love with. Wasn't she a harlot at one time?
Shay?
Yeah. I never liked her.
I hate that woman.
Yeah.
And hate's a strong word.
Well, he put a crossbow through her, didn't he?
No, he put a crossbow
To his dad.
through his dad, but she
Oh, he
was in.
strangled her.
Yeah, with the gold chain that he bought her.
It's
Poetic,
romantic.
isn't it?
It's like poetic. We're sick.
Yeah, so Daenerys, I don't think it changes anything.
Nothing at all, though. It doesn't, like, because remember the smallest ripples. So if you guys think nothing at all would change, it's the same. I mean, obviously it has nothing to do with Khal Drogo, his death, whatever, but nothing would change.
I think that rebellion temporarily dies. I think that Robb goes back to Winterfell. They have to release Jaime at that point.
And I do
Because
have
For peace.
Because they've already captured Jaime at this point.
I do have a future question for you guys in the Game of Thrones fan theory. This is a future one for both of you, so you'll have to be back for this. What if Joffrey was able to not be poisoned? What if they found out it was poisoned and he lived? That would be a good one.
Whoa.
You're welcome.
Well,
Hey, I just wish my hero didn't die.
We know.
Easy.
I don't know. My hero was the one who killed him. Lady Olenna.
She was awesome.
She was a G.
She was.
I thought you were going to say Littlefinger.
Oh gosh.
There's another good man.
He's the one who started the war, so where does he play in? I don't even want to talk about him.
Oh.
What I want to ask, what about Jon Snow's identity? Would Ned have told him a lot sooner?
Oh.
You're the son of Lyanna
Yes.
Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen.
I mean, he allowed him to go to the Night's Watch.
I know.
So why would he?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah, but if he lived, it's hard to say if he would or not.
I almost want to say he wouldn't have, because he was still supporting Stannis.
And I mean, look at what was the Stark mother name?
Catelyn.
She was so mean to him.
Oh my god, she was awful.
I just wanted to just Van Damme her.
You don't understand. You don't understand that. I mean, she's married to the most honorable man in
I know,
ever,
and he had to
he
keep up the
failed.
charade that it was his bastard son, even though it wasn't. And I get it, and I can see where her anger would come from. But my God, he was like, just
He was a kid.
don't be a dick.
He cheated on her.
But he didn't.
Well, he told her she.
I know. But
The
it's
only
just,
reason that was kept secret was because Robert would have killed Jon, knowing that was Rhaegar's kid and Lyanna's
true
kid.
story.
He couldn't tell his wife.
That's I honestly agree with that though. Why couldn't you
Thank
tell
you.
Catelyn? Because she would have treated him
as
better.
honorable as she is, she would have kept it a complete secret.
Exactly.
And I guarantee you, her behavior towards Jon Snow would have just
Instantly.
like that.
And you know what else?
Now I'm
Alistair
pissed.
Thorne. I know. I'm a little mad now.
Thanks, Rick, for bringing that one up.
The guy
That's what I'm here for.
in the Night's Watch, Alistair Thorne. Do you guys remember him?
Who?
He was a dick
Yeah.
to Jon Snow. Alistair Thorne.
Oh yeah, I can see him with the fuzzy hair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was a Kingsguard for the Mad King.
Right.
He worshipped the Targaryens. So if he knew Jon's real identity, another attitude would change just like that.
Yes. True. Okay. I'm making a pact with you guys. It won't be the next one we're talking about. I will never get down to those, but I am definitely going to rewatch Game of Thrones now. You guys
Did you notice that when he got hung, his eyes kind of bulged out?
Yeah, that was
That was so creepy.
You know, it was satisfying though because I hated the way he treated Jon.
Yeah, it was bad. Wasn't like he making him like change his bedpans and shit like that, or like
Well, he was
doing all this shit work.
He was the steward of the Lord Commander, Jon was.
Okay.
But
Oh,
yeah,
so he was the steward of the older guy,
the Lord Commander,
Yeah.
Jeor Mormont.
the guy from Braveheart, because that guy was actually in Braveheart. He played Amish's father. So yeah,
Oh.
okay, yeah, yep. Well, I mean,
There's so much.
we did hit the 20-minute mark, but guys, we opened this up for some more future Game of
We
Thrones
did.
segments, did we not?
Right?
I do
Love
want to
Game of
ask
Thrones.
you guys,
Go ahead.
who do you think was the prince who was promised? Or princess? Have you guys seen House of the Dragon yet?
I have, but I haven't watched it enough as Game of Thrones, so we'd have to get back to that.
We should. Y'all need to watch it and
Oh, I
tell
have.
me who you think is the prince or princess.
Yeah, have you seen
who
House
was
of the Dragon
promised.
yet?
Mhm.
I have to rewatch it. It's one of those things that I have to, because I'm going to rewatch Game of Thrones because of you two.
I mean, I'll rewatch it again. I can quote the whole damn show. It's embarrassing.
That's like us with Friends. But yeah, that's it. We got some future topics for Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Very good.
All right, well, guys, that's a great segment. Way to go. Probably didn't get to go through the
Oh, that's
half
all
the
right.
stuff, but you will. So keep that notepad, all
Yeah.
right? And guys, on that note, I am outro.
Me too.
Howdy 5,000.